It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to bring this one out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Got room to work. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, do you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know, this offense knew coming into the game they were going to get some opportunities to take shots down the field. They feel like they've got the guys on the perimeter to win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's first and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. Offense working from the pistol. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Tackled there by the defense.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Shotgun snap on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. This one's complete.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that cone, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
High the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The run to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Using the quick game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll try to pop the draw. Turning it on. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. It's complete to the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense, you just can't find any answers.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. NC State quick to the line. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, NC State!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
14, Wisconsin, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Making side adjustments here. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. He throws one to the left. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
What a throw and catch, and I love that play call. When you're backed up in your own end, it's a great time to take a shot. You're expecting one-on-one coverage on the perimeter. QB found the matchup he wanted, threw it in rhythm. You just can't do it any better than that on offense.
To the air on first down. The screen, he can go. Gets away from one, finds some space. Continues to fight for yards. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, Wisconsin, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Fowler. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Okay, ready?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Wants to throw again. The sure hands. It's Fowler. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, camper!
Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
414 satellite! 414 satellite! Flag!
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Got it? Ready!
On 4th down, looking to pass. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route.
Ready, set, break, snare. Ready, go.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Badgers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Wisconsin, 7.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback making checks.
Base. On the ready.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. And the offense will take the penalty, move the ball forward, and save the down. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off a defender. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Fowler. Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Okay, ready?
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He tries to take the top off. Snatches it on the right. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Fowler. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Badgers are rolling down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Badgers want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Fowler. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Ready.
He wants to change this route.
On the ready.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Might be changing the route. Hand off from the shotgun. And some room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Badgers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Tight end now in motion. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And there's really no question here, after not getting it on that last run play, down in the fourth quarter, fourth down, you've got to go. You've got to dial up your best play here offensively. Who is your best matchup, one-on-one, that can get you this first down, keep the drive moving, and keep your chances of winning this game alive?
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He got it! Touchdown, Badger! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open spaces. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, but they can also drain the clock. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages and try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
To the air on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. He might want another play. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires left. Another incompletion on third down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete to the left. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Maryland. Past the 30. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quarterback making adjustments. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Now on second down.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Here we go. Here we go.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Pulls it in, it's Fowler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got it, first down and more. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Wisconsin! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Hey, camper! Camper! Music note! Music note! Ready! Ready! Got it? Ready! On set!
Wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Only 14 seconds to play. The hands team on the field, and it'll come down to this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games.